How are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Thank you so much.
Yeah, my
Have a
dad's
good time.
What are you doing?
coming.
How nice. Howdy. Guten Tags.
Hey, how are you? I didn't do
Good.
my hair.
Hey, Jim.
Tim.
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 Oh,
I didn't do my hair because I'm gonna get a haircut after this. So I just
So-
try to like fluff it up.
it looks really good.
Look, I'm getting old. Do you see all those gray hairs I got?
Dude, I hear you.
Wow.
It's fucking rough.
I know, man. I can't
Yeah.
even sleep normal anymore.
Okay.
Sound like a ball. It's awful.
Well, again, thank you so much for your time. And I'm excited. I love your music.
Thanks.
Especially your new album. Now we are where we are.
Now, where were we?
Now where were we? Okay, I'm sorry.
Mouthful.
I put it backwards. Dyslexic. I love it. So I mean, the first thing I want to know is who are expats? If someone came up to you and asked, what do you guys say?
It's a good question.
Well, at the core of it, we're father and daughter.
yeah, father, daughter.
So we're kind of like a family band in the tradition of, whatever, the Beach Boys or something. I guess, I
yeah.
mean, sometimes people think family band and I think they think Christians, and that's definitely not our trip.
That's true.
They're like, oh, they must be like Christians or something. That's what I always felt like. But like, no, man, that's not really it. We're more from a different sort of tradition.
I think the Christian thing was like, especially when I was younger.
That's true.
It was like they didn't take it seriously.
Yeah.
But I would say take it seriously. Or not. But yeah, family band. Just people who like music and like sharing their music, and
that sounds kind of square.
Well, we're pretty square though. We don't really go party or anything.
No, we don't party. We have a couple other people in our band that are expats as well. We've got this guy Matt Rendon, who's been doing it forever as the Resonars, and he's pretty hot. And then we got our punk lifer guy Bobby, who is Arizona legend. Is our bass player, and I mean, who are the expats? We're like it. We're just like we're a rock band that's like no bullshit. We don't use any pedals. We don't use any computer stuff. We're real analog. We're like old fashioned that way. Yeah. We'd rather sound shitty than sound like we're coming through a computer.
It's true.
That's kind of our trip.
And I love the mix. Like a lot. I hear a lot of oldies in there. 60s ish. 50s ish, but I also hear a lot of like punk rock in it as well. So everything that you guys have going, I wrote. This is my first initial reaction. I write a quote after every single. I don't even think it's a quote. I just write my reaction to it, right? And so this is my reaction to after I would listen to the entire album. I wrote down, it's everything I never knew I needed.
That's nice.
Okay. That's good because we are not doing what other people are hearing right now.
Yes.
Even the revival acts like the Corettes or whoever, these bands that are pretty hot that have the 60s sound. We're not even doing that. We're really translating that for like a modern era, I think.
I think we're just trying to be as genuine and honest to ourselves as possible.
Yeah, but in the meantime, we're making this, it's kind of a fresh sound, but it is like, and people do recognize it, but they don't know that it's missing.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't know.
How do you guys get together and decide like, let's do a band? Because it's one thing, just hanging out with pops and doing a little bit of music. And it's a whole nother thing to put out an entire album, have artwork, get a publicist and really go hard. How did this from start to where we are right now, how did it evolve?
Well, I think personally Dad was just trying to live his rock star fantasy. through me in a weird way, because he was older and I was young, and I was the only person that he could think of having a band with, and even though I was 10, and I mean, I didn't like it at first. I thought it was pretty dumb. And then when I was in high school, around like high school, I started, I don't know, it just kind of clicked for me that it was actually cool, and that I was more agreeable to it, and have been very like, no, we can do this, and let's if we're going to do it, let's do it, kind of thing.
Okay, but that's true.
Yeah.
But also, Tim, we wouldn't be doing it if it sounded shitty. We wouldn't be going as hard as we are.
We also
If it
think
was
we're
like,
good.
yeah, if it was like bad, but like we've had a lot of signals along the way. Like, we're from, we're in Arizona, and like we would go and we'd play shows. We lived on the Navajo Indian Reservation for years, and we'd go down to Tucson and we do our songs, and the response was really big. So that's what really fed it, was like other people being into it.
Yeah.
Then we went and recorded at the studio, and the guy was like, he was like, oh, you know what? Do you mind if I send this to this label like right now? And
I
we're
think
like,
had a lot of it has to do with Matt Rendon, who's our newest guitar player, and who's been recording us for years now, and who's just really a good friend of ours. I think he kind of fueled it. Like, it was just like he was, I don't know, he gave us more inspiration than we thought we needed, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
same with Bobby. When Bobby got in the band, it was like, this feels right. This feels good.
It's not like it's been easy. It hasn't, because no one would book us for fucking years. We could not get a fucking halfway decent show anywhere.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, and around here, regionally, we don't have a problem with that anymore. And that's just why it keeps going.
Yeah.
It's fun. I mean, we have a really good time when we play live. Like, we're pretty funny, and we go kind of crazy.
We like playing live, and we like recording a lot. So.
And you'll never forget this. You know what I mean? It means on a family level. Mm-hmm. I mean, besides just music in itself, like to really spend this time, like really creating with your dad. Like, I have a similar situation. I do a comedy show. I have my dad in it, but I mean, it's like a cluster F, but and to create with him, create comedy is special to me.
Yeah.
And just like it's even means more when it's good, like it's not like, oh, yucky yuck yuck, you waka waka, here's a joke.
Yeah.
And you guys too, it's not like bing bing, Mary had a little lamb. It's really good shit,
Well, we had this conversation in the car a couple weeks ago where I was like, I think that family members that you get along with in any regards, you should absolutely be creating some sort of art with those people, because they're the easiest people to make art with.
Yes.
Schedule-wise, for sure. And then also, like, you know them well, they know you well, and you get to know each other better through it. And you can
truly be yourself.
Yes, exactly. And like,
there's not like a part of your personality that you're trying to shy or hide from them.
Yeah.
At the cost of being agreeable.
It's totally.
Tim, that's really a good observation. That's totally true. I've never thought about it. It's like, I can't be phony.
Yeah.
If I was just in a band with some random dudes or whatever, who knows? I might be like, I might not come out. I mean, I might try to be cool or something, or I might try to do something that would like, do something, step out of my lane to try to like fit in or something. But with Inez, no way. She's going to call me on my bullshit immediately. She'd be like, oh, okay. Sure, David Bowie, or whatever, and there's no hiding. It's a really good thing.
Make art with your family.
And I'm sure telling jokes, like with your father, you guys probably have a similar sense of timing. And
yeah.
I mean, and for us, when we're singing together, we have similar
vocal like genetics or whatever, and so when we're singing, it sounds like one person.
Yeah,
which is interesting.
Yeah, it's really weird. And we do have we have the same instincts usually going into something. Like, we'll just go to the same place. It's very, very, very easy.
Yeah. So make music, make jokes, make art with your families. That's what I'd have to say.
Yeah. yeah, we're really lucky, you know. I mean, I'm personally really lucky to get to do this with Inez. I mean,
Mhm. I feel the same. But
yeah, I know it's weird,
Awesome.
and because we've been doing it so long and going at it, you know, as serious as we have, we get a lot of time together in the car.
Yeah. A lot of car rides.
Yeah, we get a lot of time together.
Yeah.
Are you guys in Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay, and you're wearing a Christmas sweater?
Yeah, man. It's the day after Thanksgiving.
Is it not hot over there?
It's actually pretty cold where we are. We're at
Okay.
5,000 feet, so we get pretty
Okay, there you go.
normal weather behavior. So it's pretty chilly right now.
Yeah, it is chilly today.
Yeah.
Yeah, we live in Bisbee,
Mhm.
which is about an hour and a half from Tucson. We're right by the Mexican border
Yeah.
in the it's like southeast corner of the state,
Mhm.
and it is at like 5,400 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Well, because like I'm in California and it's hot as hell, and I'm like, why are you wearing it?
We're like yeah, dude, it gets cold. It gets definitely.
It just started getting cold this like last week too, though. So I'm excited to bust out all the winter clothes.
Sure.
All right. Now where are we?
Now where were we?
Now, am I getting it wrong?
Now where were we?
Now where
Now
were we?
where were we?
Yeah.
I put down now when we are.
That's the next album. Here now we are now were.
When I'm preparing from, like, I'm literally like when I'm preparing for interviews, I have like earbuds in listening to it, and I'm like Googling, and I'm literally like this writing down, like not looking at what I'm writing. It looks like dick, but
No, man, you know, it's just a comment that said, you know, it's our fucking pandemic record, right? It's our record of like being at home and not being at work, you know, and the whole like now where were we thing is just sort of like
trying to get back on track.
trying to get back on track. Exactly.
that's awesome. I like that.
Yeah.
Like now where were we? 2020
Oh, yeah.
March 17, 2020,
Yeah.
March 14th, 2020. There you go. It's the newest visuals that you have for Ghost in a Record Store.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The Ghost in a Record Store is amazing. That's an amazing track. It floods my memories with it. I'm not even. Have you ever? All right, this is how have you ever seen the movie Ratatouille?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you remember where Remy's explaining to his brother, like,
Cheese.
you have a strawberry, you have a cheese?
Yeah.
All right, so this is it, right? This is what I mean. This is taking a bite of punk rock, and so my mind floods back to I'm Nardcore. I'm from Oxnard, which is a punk rock like haven in the 80s for a lot of great music that came out of this area. So it brings me back to that time. But then on the other side, it reminds me of listening to K-Earth 101 when I was growing up with my grandparents, and even myself. Like I was so into oldies all the way till probably 10th grade. So it really brings back those two. It stimulates my brain that way.
That's very nice. That's good.
It's totally what we try to do, dude.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you picked up on it, but like Coolsville, the first song, it's
Oh,
all
yes.
about fucking Scooby Doo. It's all Shaggy and Scooby. It's like their illicit love for each other.
Mhm.
And everything that we're doing is very sentimental.
Yeah.
You know, we really do we talk about shit that we care about,
Yes.
you
So-
know.
What is Ghost in a Record Store? I'm interpreting it a certain way, but I'm for sure I'm wrong.
Can we go off the record?
Yeah, off the record. Hold on.
It's
Hold on. Yeah, we'll go. Just so I know it while I'm editing. So I'm going like this. When I do this, that means I know. All right, go for it. Off the record.
It's Lee Rickard. It's Lee from Burger Records.
Mm-hmm.
It's after they got canceled. You know, Lee was still in there, you know, filling orders,
Yeah.
And living in the shop, and they had just their whole thing had just kind of imploded. And so that was the idea. We wrote it right after they had all their shit happen to them, for better or worse or whatever. You know, it was just like, he's the ghost of the record store.
Yeah.
The guy that's still sitting there, just, that was it. I mean, that was it. But we don't really talk very much about Burger, especially with people from California, because it gets weird really fast.
Yeah.
And but we were, I mean, we were a burger band for for a while there. I mean, we're not really, in a way, because we hardly ever came out to California, but they put out our shit and stuff. So that was, we talked on the phone and stuff, and that was just kind of but then on a larger scale, I mean, all those records are ghosts.
Yeah.
I mean, record stores
That's how I was interpreting it.
Yeah, it's a sentimental song in the fact that it's like of a time that doesn't super exist anymore.
Yes.
Yeah.
All those people are like, you look at it's a trip. Like, you go into a record store and people are just like,
It's all
etched in stone. And oh yeah, the re-releases are definitely ghosts. You're right. That's a great call.
Yeah, it is good. I like that one too.
Yeah, that's so that's kind of it.
And what I love about you guys is every single thing has a detail. It's not just like, oh yeah, we made that song. Yeah, that's a song. Like, well, what does it mean? Rock and roll and fucking. Like, okay. But everything has these little unique details in everything you guys do.
Yeah.
So, I mean, because you guys have so many details, let's go to the album art.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That also has details.
Well, that was
I'll grab it.
okay. Yeah, that was a thing we've been carrying around for years. It's my favorite. This is just kind of cool. It's really not meaningful, but I mean,
well, your favorite is something.
It's my favorite book cover of all time, and we couldn't quite pull it off, but it's this.
H is for heroism.
No, heroin.
I'm trying to be nice.
Oh, I get it now. But like, we were trying to do this. This is a piece of art that we just loved. So, I mean, I painted the background, but then we couldn't, and we tried to get the costuming just right, but it didn't quite work. So, and we brought a chicken over because Exbat, Exbat stands for ex-battery hen. That's a British term for rescue hens. So Inez's boyfriend brought their chicken over, and we weren't getting the shots we wanted. So we did have a chessboard, and we're just like, oh, fuck it. Let's just do, what is it? The Queen's Gambit here. Everybody loves that shit. So.
But it's still meaningful.
But I painted it, and we did it in our,
We used this image of the girl as a sticker forever. And yeah, I mean, you painted the entire background, which I think is meaningful because you painted an entire backdrop. But it's just, I think it's just something that at least he's been wanting to do for a while. So I think it's still
it fits
meaningful.
too. I mean, like if you're like a pandemic thing, somebody stuck at home in this void, stuck at home in a void playing chess with a hen is kind of a pretty halfway decent metaphor for where we've all been.
Yeah.
To a certain degree.
Going a little crazy.
Yeah, going insane. I guess. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's it. Some people, my pandemic experience wasn't that intense. I live in a really small town, so our streets are always empty.
Yeah.
But like, I think for a lot of people, it was a different story.
Oh, I mean, think about, have you ever seen like images or been in LA traffic?
Fuck yeah, dude.
Okay. Imagine being the only person on that freeway at 11 o'clock in the morning. Imagine it.
Yeah.
It is the most beautiful thing in the world because it's just so foreign.
Yeah.
All right. I have a few. These are a little faster questions. These are to get to know you guys a little better, to get more fun questions. So, what is your favorite lyric?
From our album, or
no? Period.
I have so many. The first one that came to mind is the breakdown bridge part from Common People, that you will never understand how it feels to live your life with no meaning or control.
Fucking great, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's
That's
so
crazy.
Yeah,
That is,
that-
huh?
Yeah, it's a really good song. That's a
But I have
great
so
lyric.
many constantly. Like I love listening. I love like nitpicking lyrics from songs that I like. But that was the first one that came to mind.
Yeah, I'll stick to the Exbats. And I think my favorite lyric of ours is from this song called Maximum of Happy. I think that really caught it. It has a good,
The line Maximum of Happy.
yeah, I think maximum of happy. I've hit my maximum of happy with a minimum of fear.
That's a good one.
Damn, that's good. What movie would you want to spend the rest of your life in if you could?
In?
Yeah, you don't live the same day over and over again. It's just the world.
I can do that.
What's yours?
Okay, I can do it.
What's
Repo Man. I could do that. I
You
could
wanna
live
live
in
in
that universe. That is it's not really my favorite movie, but I love that time period. I love that music. I love everything that's going on in that world that they've got there. Repo Man, for sure.
I want to say The Princess Bride because it's my favorite
Oh, that's
movie.
a good one.
I mean, any Miyazaki movie I'd live in, but
Oh, fuck yeah, dude.
like I'd live in Spirited Away or My Neighbor Totoro. But probably The Princess Bride though, because it's just my favorite.
Really?
Well, it's just my favorite movie ever. I gotta live there.
Okay.
What would be your dream concert? 4 people, alive or dead, with one headliner.
Okay, so like 4 different acts?
Yes,
Like a
4
open?
different bands or artists.
And then
And they're alive or
one,
dead?
Yes,
Okay.
and one of the 4 is the headliner.
one of the 4 is a headliner.
I'm gonna you wanna go
No, you
you
go.
pick 2 and I pick 2?
Oh well, no, I'm taking my own 4.
No, I'm going
Tell them.
I'm going
That's only
Cramp,
one time.
Cramps.
Ooh,
Are
I
they
know
like-
Harry Giambini.
Oh, that's great. Yeah,
He's my buddy. He lives down the street from me.
There, I gotta say the Cramps for sure would be the candidate. Are they in their heyday?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't
fucking
know.
magical. It's a magical world we live in right
Doesn't
here.
matter. Yeah, I think they would be in their heyday.
Well, I never got to see the Gun Club, so I might pick the Gun Club on there. What about you?
Okay. Okay. I've got 2 so far. One Direction and
One Direction and the Cramps and
No.
Gun Club. That's a fucking killer. What?
It's gonna be worse than Astro World. It's gonna be more deaths there.
One Direction. I was thinking Flight of the Conchords, but I feel like that's
Oh yeah. Flight of the Conchords.
Yeah, I was thinking Flight of the Conchords and One Direction are my like top 2.
Okay, so we've got a great one
Yeah.
right there. I'm not sure the Gun Club are up to this. I'm not really feeling the Gun Club. I think that they're just like, fuck them. Okay, because we got some big fucking names here. Cramps, One Direction, Flight of the Conchords, and
Yeah.
in their heyday,
Uh-huh.
I really want to see the B-52s.
That
again.
yeah, actually that would be fun.
Yeah, that's my
Yeah.
favorite guitar player is Ricky Wilson.
Yeah.
He died early on, but I think I'd like this.
That sounds like a good line. I like that lineup. One Direction, Flight of Conchords, B-52s, and the Cramps. All right.
Can we add one more? One more? Can we have Simon and Garfunkel on there too?
They can have an opening. We can have an opening act.
Okay, Simon and Garfunkel as the openers.
That's a good one. Actually, that's a dream concert for sure.
That'd be so fucking good.
That'd be fun.
God, we'd sell a lot of tickets.
Yeah.
So this is a pretty good next question. So because it's intergenerational, the answer is going to be intergenerational.
Okay.
What is your mom and dad's signature dish?
Okay.
Well, my mom doesn't cook for me ever, so I'm gonna have to go. Dad, when I was a kid, Dad would make me. We had this huge blue bowl, and he would make me it's not a signature dish, but I remember it very well, is he would make me the boxed mashed potatoes and then like almost the whole fucking thing and then put it in this huge blue bowl and give that to me as like a dinner. But he does make like a mean like tofu broccoli and noodle dish, but I like the mashed potatoes.
So mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, my dad's a shit cook. You know, my mom was a good cook. She made really good green chili enchiladas. You know, she really was good.
You made good enchiladas too, actually.
I know, it was her
Your
recipe.
enchiladas
That
were
was her
good.
recipe.
He also has been making. He hasn't been making it recently, but he makes this like baked tofu that's really good.
Yeah.
And he's got right now. I call them special noodles, but they're just like fancy oven baked like pasta with like basic red sauce. I guess that's been really good.
Yeah.
I know. I'm giving you like 5 answers.
I know.
You guys are hungry, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm pretty obsessed with making pizza. I make a lot of pizza.
Good.
All right, I have 2 left.
Mhm.
One of them is pretty silly, and
Okay.
then the other one is pretty serious.
I like these questions.
Yeah.
How have you almost died?
How you almost died?
High school car wreck
Oh,
nearly killed me. I was out for a while.
I'm a pretty safe person. I'd say probably the closest I've been to death is probably when my mom was pregnant with me. Most of my life has been pretty safe.
Wow. It was hard to keep her mom from drinking when when she was pregnant. That was like
And honestly,
I had
that's
to like
probably
watch
it.
her like a hawk.
Yeah, that's probably it. I mean, I've lived a
That's the closest.
pretty
you
safe life.
Well, that is true. I mean,
Yeah.
it was pretty gnarly.
I'm safety first kind of person.
Yeah, we have a weird trip with when the questions come to parents, it's real weird. Inez and I both have
Mommy issues.
yeah, both of our
me
It's
too.
weird.
Don't worry about it.
both our moms
you.
are named Nanette,
Yeah.
and both have really, you know,
That's on you.
yeah.
That one's on you. You're the one who decided to have a baby with someone named after whose has the same name as your mom. So.
They both. My
Yeah.
mom died, you know, drug problems, and Inez's mom has never really been in the picture because of some, you know, alcohol problems, and
which is why we have a lot of good songs though. So
yeah, but a lot of our songs are about our moms
Yeah.
and their you know, our feelings about them, and a lot of it is about, you know, that song "Everybody Loves My Mom"
obviously about
is the first verse is my mom right before she died. She loved that song.
Yeah.
And then second verse is about Inez's mom.
Yeah.
And you know, they're biographical.
Yeah.
You know.
So I'm gonna listen to it. But I have mom problems too. So
Oh, dude.
yeah.
Jim, that's our best song. You gotta hear it.
My mom she had substance abuse problems.
Yeah, same here, dude.
She was just I'm lucky, like my other siblings, she was doing meth with those guys, but she didn't do it with me. But she just deep in meth.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like a homeless bum. Like she was out there slanging it. It's dangerous when you have a lot of money and you're doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
She in weird stories too. She would like say, "Oh yeah, some guy just came up to me," and I don't know how true this is. I was like, "Well, how did you start selling?" Because we're not like a rich family. And she was like, "Well, yeah, some guy just came up to me in the Denny's parking lot and gave me like 7 bricks. And they said, meet me back a week from now and sell all this." And she did, and she just kept on getting money.
Wow. That's crazy.
That's nuts, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I have a theory that my mom and Keith Richards are gonna be the last 2 people on this planet. I think my mom's like a cockroach or something. I don't know.
yeah, she's
But
she's
yeah.
a doozy.
Moms are. It's upsetting.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't remember the question. Oh, closest to death. Yeah. So
my mom being inside
in
my
utero,
mom.
I guess is in utero.
Probably then.
And for me, yeah, I was wasted, and my friends were
You were a bad
wasted, and we
teenager.
were driving to the beach.
Yeah.
and I was asleep in the back of a little Opal, and it rolled over and over again, and threw me out of the car. And,
Jesus, I didn't know that.
oh yeah, dude, I had like 100 and
Oh, I know you had stitches. On it.
yeah, all these like yeah, it was bad.
That's a soft hat.
You like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, that was my closest. I think that's probably my closest.
I think that honestly, I can't think of one like.
Though I mean, I lived a very before Inez was born. I was a complete fucking. I was insane. You know, I put the plug in the jug when she came along. You know, I was like, fuck this. You know, I got to be a good dad, and it was I was very happy to do it. It was like, you know, I don't need to fucking do this lifestyle anymore. And she and I were just inseparable. So we just hung out at home alone together. That's why we started the band together, because all my regular fucking friends that were, you know, my usual people, I wasn't hanging around them anymore. They were still fucked up, you know? So I was just home alone. And by the time she turned 10, I'm like, dude, we got to do this. We got to get out there. We got to rock and roll, you know?
Yeah. Which unfortunately brings me to my last question.
Oh.
What is life teaching you right now?
Teaching is a very hard job.
Oh yeah.
I'm currently in my first year of teaching. I'm teaching 5th grade, and I'm doing like this weird, absurd program through the University of Arizona where I'm teaching and I'm a student, and it's all very fast paced. Like between January and June of 2021, I did 36 credits. And it was just absurd. And I have 3 night classes a week. And
so what's life teaching you about that?
The teaching is really hard.
Okay, teaching is a hard profession.
Are you taking 9 classes?
I took how many did I take? 4 in each session. I took 12 classes, I think, because we had 3 sessions and 4 classes in each. And right now
I've done some extreme school shit before.
It's absurd.
I'm talking about like, oh, I did 7 classes in summer school.
Yeah.
But you're talking 12?
Yeah.
Damn. I mean,
January to June. And I mean, I'm not the only one. It's a cohort of people. But yeah, what life is currently teaching me is that teaching is no joke, and that it's absurd.
And see, I've been teaching for about 10 years. I teach kindergarten right now at our local grade school. I taught 2nd grade forever. And it's easy as hell. Yeah. It's the easiest. I would, you know, but I'm in a weird situation. We're only 4 days a week.
Yeah, we're in different districts. And I would say that part of my stuff is my district.
Yeah, your district's hard.
I have a hard district. But yeah, so currently life is teaching me that teaching is no joke and should be a very respected profession.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
Yeah.
Life's teaching me that you know, just to I really enjoy what I worked hard for. You know, I did stop drinking. I did stop my shitty wild ways, and now 15 years later, I'm really enjoying the rewards, and I'm not. I mean, I can pay my bills, but I've got a job I like. I've got a house in a town I like. All these things I chose. You know, the people that I hang around with. I'm just going around. Life is giving me a lot of gratitude feels right now. I'm just really in touch with gratitude. You know, things like this, like, you know, meeting you, asking us questions.
Gratitude's important.
That's a wonderful, wonderful thing. It should. I don't take it for granted. It's really nice. We had a wonderful Thanksgiving. You know, just our little group of our family, my girlfriend and Inez and her boyfriend and his brother and girlfriend. You know, we made PowerPoints. Yeah. You know, and
a little PowerPoint party last night.
Yeah, that's our tradition. We make Thanksgiving PowerPoints, and we shared them all. We just laughed and laughed the whole time, and it was warm. And our dogs were being cute, sitting on our lap, and you know, it was a wonderful feeling to, you know, to not be actively fucking things up. You know, just sitting still and enjoying what we have. you
I
know.
agree. PowerPoints on random topics, not on Thanksgiving, but the PowerPoints we hold the party on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, our PowerPoint party, our annual one.
Yeah.
I love it. I love
Yeah.
it. guys.
It's really fun. Yeah.
Well,
Well-
expats, I just want to say thank you for your time. Thank you
Thank
for sharing so much with me. And we look forward to writing you a good write up for
Thank you so much. Thank you for good questions. Those were some nice, good, fun questions.
They were, and I wish we could reset. I bet we'd answer them better, but they really were good questions.
Yeah.
You're a nice man. Thank you very much for asking them, and we appreciate it very much.
I appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
And I'll follow you guys on social media. And anytime you guys, if you guys are ever in our area, let me know, and maybe we can work together.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're heading east a little bit more these days than California. We're going to New York and
Oh, beautiful.
doing all that stuff.
Excited.
And now our new label's based out of Memphis. So when we get out of town, we normally go, we'll be going over in that direction.
Well, we do have friends in Nashville too. So if you're in Nashville, hit us up.
Okay, for sure. For sure, we will.
And my buddy in Nashville, he runs a lot of bars, so
nice.
it shouldn't be a problem to get you in.
Killer, dude. Thank you, Tim.
Well, thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Have a good one. Thank you.
Yeah,
again.
Tim. Thanks.
Thank
See
you.
you later.